I chose to do my video on Mount St. Helens. I couldn't get my slideshow to record my voice, so please excuse this video. The name Mount St. Helens was given in 1792 by Captain George Vancouver of the British Royal Navy. Mount St. Helens was named in honor of a fellow countryman, Alan Fitzenbert, who at the time was the British ambassador to Spain and held the title Baron St. Helens. George Vancouver also named Mount Hood, Mount Baker, and Mount Rainier after fellow countrymen. Early settlers and Indians in the region saw the occasional outbursts from Mount St. Helens. Although particularly restless in the mid-19th century, intermittently active from 1831 to 1857. The first known sketch of Mount St. Helens was done by Paul Kane in 1847. Native Americans of the region avoided Spirit Lake and Mount St. Helens. When Paul Kane traveled through the Northwest in the mid-1800s, he was unable to find an Indian or person that would lead him to Spirit Lake or Mount St. Helens. Each tribe located close to Mount St. Helens had their own legend for the mountain. The mountain's history. Lawa Lida, meaning one from whom smoke comes. Ta Wan La Kla, meaning the fire mountain, and the most commonly used Lewit. I found a story of the Keeper of Fire by Chuck Williams. It was one of the legends I thought was pretty interesting. One of the best, the volcano is the Bridge of the Gods and the creation of the Columbia Gorge, most versions. Mount Hood and Mount Adam, son of the Great Spirit, fought over the female mountain. The brothers shook the earth, blocked the sunlight, threw fire at each other, and burned the forest, covered the plants and vegetation with ash. The spirit god was very upset. They fought over a female mountain. The fight cracked the Cascade Range, creating a canyon and tunnel, and in turn a huge lake east of the mountains. The great spirit god got very upset. He left a stone ark over the Columbia River, the Bridge of the Gods, as a sign of peace, and placed an elderly withered mountain, which was Mount St. Helens or Lewit, as peacemaker. The scars slowly healed, and the brothers wore white coats again eventually. They lived happily for many years, but once again jealousy between them erupted, and another war. The earth shook so hard that the Bridge of the Gods fell into the river, creating the cascades of the Columbia. Lewit tried to stop the fight, and the Great Spirit gave her one wish for her bravery. She asked to be young and beautiful again. Her wish was granted, but her mind was to remain old. Almost all her friends had passed away and been replaced by young upstarts. She moved off alone and away from the other mountains. This was one of the legends.